Hey, it's Chris, and that's twice today that we're live. We had coffee with Chris this morning where we talked about something. And now we're going to, we talked about a blog post earlier this morning. And now I put together a little package about Jake Burbank. If you go over to Medium, you can read a bunch of excerpts from the Jake Burbank series that I just put up. And you know what? I'll try to include some links in the comments. So if you just want to go check those out, you can. There's also a link in the comments where you can get a free book, A Pint of Problems, a Jake Burbank mystery. So go grab that if you haven't added it to your collection yet of ebooks. And then I've got to, while I was uploading those, I was thinking about some of the stories that I'm lining up for the next 6 weeks, 8 weeks. I told you yesterday I was planning out my year in the book building business. Well, Jake Burbank's a part of that. And even though I need to concentrate on science fiction, I've got a lot of words in this series, and it would just take a little bit of tweaks to get them done. So go check them out. And I wanted to read this to you while I make it ready for the podcast. So excuse me while I get a drink, and then let's go. So what you're watching is behind the scenes stuff. Have you checked out the Jake Burbank series? I offered up Pint of Problems to whet the appetite, then added A Fifth of Trouble to the mix. Now, A Shot of Revenge is in the chamber, and I'm getting ready to pull the trigger on it. But I wanted to share some behind the scenes stuff with you. A long time ago, I wrote a couple of chapters for a story I was playing around with. I called it Home Fires, and it was about a guy going back home to his small hometown where none of his people lived anymore. Maybe I was thinking about it when I went back to Pine Bluff and saw it dying a slow death. Maybe I wondered if I could do something to save it. The story, though, sat in a folder on my desktop for a long time. I mean, I wrote it in Florida a decade or so ago, and then let it collect digital dust just hanging out in a folder. Fast forward to today, which may be yesterday by the time you read this, or even last week. It's funny how fast time goes by. I found Home Fires, opened it up, and read the first chapter. I thought, that idea would fit in the Jake Burbank series pretty well because of the plan I have. After Shot of Revenge, we've got Double Shot of Revenge, then Death by a 45 in the pipe, then the kicker, Population minus me. It's where Jake has to leave Pine Bluff and all of his friends. Deontay helps him escape and tells him where to hide and how, which puts Jake on a boat in a marina in Key West and introduces a new set of this series with few new faces. But I always wanted Jake to come back home. I needed a way for him to get there, and I had not planned it out that far. Yet, until I read Home Fires and popped it up on Medium so you could take a look. Then I moved on to something else because a dozen irons in the fire and all of that. And while I was pulling the tree from the attic so I could set it up to be decorated, because yes, it is that time of year, it all just came together in my head. Home Fires was Jake coming home. Bam! And that's how it works with writing. Hell, maybe that's how it works with anything. You keep putting stuff in your head, you write it down, and capture 10 ideas a day in your notebook. Then you let it marinate and connect, and maybe something comes out of it. I mean, if you had one good idea a week that did something for you to make you better at your job, at society, at relationships, then it would be worth it. For me, today at least, it's making the connection for a next in series, even if that particular next is going to have to be done in January or February. Such is the life of a pulp fiction writer. But don't wait to get into it. Check out the free copy of Pint of Problems in the link below. Then grab a fifth of trouble. I'll include that link too. To keep going and get into a shot of revenge. It's going to make your holiday. And let me know what you think in the comments. And don't forget to go outside and play. All right, that's it. I'm going to research how to share my screen. There's a lot of things going on today in the cryptocurrency universe. I did get some stuff put up on OpenSea, but I haven't figured out how to sell it yet or make it available to you or to anyone, because I need to do a little more research on how to do it, which is simply watching a video and learning and writing the steps down. That's it for now. Join me again a little bit later. And if you didn't hear my voice, my advice a little bit earlier, go outside and play and go have a great day. Thanks. See you later.